Alright guys, welcome back. In today's video we are shorting Ethereum for what should be overall a quick trade. So we have this institutional manipulation, or at the end of the day I don't consider really anything to be manipulation, but this is what a lot of people call it, right? So they quickly pump up the price coming out of this bottom. And so what you should know about this pattern is it's a common institutional pattern. They play this shit all the time. And so it really tricks and messes with a lot of newbies' heads. All right, it's gonna make you think, oh my God, it's so bullish, and then they dump it right back down to support. All right, so see down here, they're going to dump it back down. All right, and that's BTC, by the way. So it's the same thing. We actually took the short. We're taking the short on Ether. So at the very least, they're going to dump it down to the high of these lows. So we're going to get down to 42.36 at the very least, which is another 30-point drop. If we drop another 30 points, we're going to make another $3,000, which to me, it's almost guaranteed we're going to drop down to that level right there. Right? So at least we're going to make $5,000 on this trade if we take all profit right there. Okay, and so what I could do is I could set a limit order to guarantee that I make around $5,000 as we dip to this level. But what you need to know about this pattern as well is a lot of times they'll dump it all the way back down. And so we have to, it wouldn't be wise to take all your profit at this level if they dump it all the way down here. And so if they dump it down to here, to the bottom, which we're going to say 4160, right? 4160 is where my spidey senses tell me this could dump to. Then we should make around $11,000 pretty quickly on just this little trade here. So we're playing a very low leverage, you can see right there, during these volatile conditions. And so all we're going to do now is wait for this institutional pattern, this little pump and dump that they do. And then this is where things get interesting, okay? Because with this pattern, it's really in the institution's hands to decide what they want to do. I've seen a lot of times with this pattern, okay, institutions will pump it. They'll actually dump it right below the level, okay? And then this will be the bottom, and then they pump it again, okay? But overall, this is a bullish setup usually, okay? This is where basically institutions pump it, then they take some profits, then they dump it, and then they add to their position and head higher, right? So you just have to know these patterns, and once you know them, you can kind of trade with the institutions once you understand how the institutions play. So we're going to wait for this dump, and the hard question right now is how much profit do we take at this level? Overall, honestly, I don't think I'm going to take profit because to me it makes more sense. They're going to dump it below this level a little, so down to here. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm waiting for. So like I said, at minimum, if I was a very disciplined trader and just wanted to guarantee I take 5,000 in profit, what would I do? I'd go here. I set a limit price at 42.35, right? So you go right here, 42.35, and then I would lock in profits on all of my contracts, right? But we're not going to do that just because I'm thinking they're going to dump it a little further. It really makes sense. And as well, think about this, right? So let's say you went higher, okay? How many points? 189 points. Well, basic reversion to the mean, right? You would expect maybe 50% of these gains to be given back, right? So you go up that much, then you would expect a 50% retrace, right? So if you had 180 points up, then it's logical to assume you'll get 90 points down, which, okay, that takes you literally right to that previous high. So, the disciplined thing to do, take all your profits right there, lock in 5K, but I think we could make 11K on a dump to 4160-ish. So we'll start taking profits as we get here. And, there's no perfect way to play this. You don't know the future when it comes to what exactly will be the bottom, right? But you do know what they're overall going to do. So, classic institutional pump and dump this morning, and we are playing it. And I love these patterns because they make for quick, easy profits as long as you are on the right side of it and know what you're doing. And so we play with the institutions, not against them. And so if you don't know these institutional patterns and how to trade like this, guys, make sure you take our charts course at crashtrading.com right here. It's going to teach you tons of patterns that you need to know if you're a trader. And so we're approaching that $5,000 profit mark or that level. that I was talking about. So, guys, I'll keep you up to date as we take profits here. And then we may actually be flipping bullish, right? Because, like I said, this is a classic pattern. They pump it, dump it back down, and then load up the longs as we actually potentially go higher. So we'll see, though. All right, so guys, update here. Ether hitting the top of its box, and it is getting support, just like we expected. Was very possible, but okay, this is where you got to use context clues. This is where you got to use multiple charts and look at multiple things to come to a decision. So the reason we can be confident that Ether is likely going to break into the box and go lower is because Bitcoin hasn't even approached its box, right? So if Bitcoin's got more downside, then you can assume pretty safely that Ether likely also has more downside, right? So that's why I told you I wasn't too excited to take all my profit here. Now, I said earlier that if you're disciplined, then the thing to do is just take all your profit right here, right now, right? But, at the end of the day, another thing you could do is you could sell half and keep half, right? But that's a very modest approach. And I rather, to me, right, if we bounce out of here, I rather take a $2,000 profit because it doesn't go lower than miss out on a $11,000 profit, right? To me, it just, I guess the win outweighs what could be the scenario of us getting out, right? So here you get out with $2,000. On a very likely scenario, you get out with $10,000, $8,000, $11,000, right? So to me, it just makes more sense from, I guess, risk to reward to be holding here. So yeah, still expecting lower price, even though it's bouncing, right? We still know, okay, let's not get fooled here. Probably still going to come lower, right? BTC is still coming down. Ether, you too, buddy, right? So make it 3,000 there, right? We're waiting for that break, right? Once it breaks, boom, then we can actually see some decent profits, all right? But anyways, all right, guys, taking profits here on 10% of the position, and well, it needs to get filled, but that'll cover our trading fees, right? Trading fees for the trader are about $250. So now we get to see a green number there instead of a red one, and that's a psychological boost, we could say, right? So we'll take 10% there, and at that level, right, that I talked about, top of the box, and waiting for the next move still. So still taking profits on the way down. All right, so guys, I'm probably going to take some more profit now just because I feel like a pump is in the making. And it could happen at any second, and it could just be like in less than 10 seconds, like that, like really quick. And you can just see all your profits go away. And so I need to take, this trade as it is, as a base hit. And I'm still going to keep half, though. But that's the thing, right? So when you have this behavior and you can feel that it's, it could easily pump at any second, oftentimes that could lead to a dump and then that quick pump real quickly. But it could also just pump instantly, right? And your profits just disappear. And so that's why I'm going to close half here and get out, but of half of the position. And then we can hold the other half. And this way, look, because my senses are telling me this could pump at any second, right? That way you don't just, miss the base hit, right? Guys, you got to realize base hits add up. This is not a big trade. But if you can hit 6 of these, then it's at least $20,000, right? So it's like, take your easy base hit sometimes. And yeah, it's just going to lead to good results if you take base hits consistently. And then, yeah, so hopefully this will get filled, and then keep you up to date here. All right, so look, you can see that hasn't got filled, right? And that's because, like I told you, right, I could feel like the movement they want to pump this. I can tell they want to pump it. The only thing is, so far, the behavior is being suppressed so far. But at any point, as soon as the behavior is no longer suppressed, like, this thing will likely pump. And so it's either gonna, it could happen now, and we see a lot of our profits disappear, or, right, like I said, they're selling into the strength of every bounce, right? So they're pumping it, but no one is allowing it to go further. Like, someone is suppressing the price on these little pumps. And so hoping that this pump will also be suppressed, okay? But you can see, man, I'm telling you, this thing could pump any second. You could just feel that behavior. You just know when something could and is ready to pump. And so at this point, we're just kind of hoping, hey, please do what you've been doing. Sell into that pump one more time and you know what? We're going to take the base hit today. And so that's the thing, right? Is if you do break below that level, you will see that drop, and you will see a definitely just an extra amount of profits that will obviously be nice. But at the same time, I prefer to try to be more consistent and try to take the easy and guaranteed profit, right? For example, it's not guaranteed we're going to dump back lower here. And so what do you want? Do you want easy money, guaranteed money, or do you want to hope to make more money, right? I don't like to hope. I like to just guarantee my success and results. You see what I mean? So, that's my mindset as a trader. Take the easy money consistently, and you're going to make easy money consistently. You know what I mean? But if you always try to sit here and hope, please dump, please dump. See that behavior? I told you, they're selling into the strength of each bounce, and they're not letting it pump yet, right? But you have to pick up on these clues, right? They're pumping it quickly, all right? But someone is suppressing the pumps. So soon, whoever's suppressing these pumps, they're going to stop, and it will pump out of here. You see what I mean? So, boom, we're a little lucky, but a little not lucky. All right, so like I told you, like it could pump at any second. I could just tell these things, right? And you gain this experience just from trading the market, all the time, like we do. So, all right, guys. Now you kind of see what we're dealing with. It's a fishy setup because it could pump at any point, but at the same time, it could dump. It could dump. I mean, it's just a tough one, right? Because you have to decide: do you want to go for the base hit, or do you want to go for a semi home run? Which semi-home run, that sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever said, but you get what I'm saying, right? So hopefully this limit order will get filled, and then we can really rest assured, like, okay, if it reverses against us and that pump happens, like I can feel it's forming, then okay, at least we're going to have some kind of profit, right? And then if it dumps, like, it really should, right, then we still reap the rewards from that. So waiting for this to get filled, and just walking you guys through the decision-making process and the thoughts you kind of have during these fishy setups. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, don't forget to drop a like. Hopefully this gets filled here in a sec. We're just about a point off, 2 points off from getting filled, so let's go. All right, so guys, this isn't getting filled here, so I'm going to just go ahead and make sure we get half here. All right, I'm not going to stress over, 2-point difference of this not getting filled. You see, okay, so we got that filled, boom. Now, all right, no matter what, if this bounces against us, okay, at least we got a base hit. Because let me tell you something, there's nothing more annoying than not taking your base hit, okay? For me, it's more annoying to see a base hit turn into 0 than it is to see my base hit turn into a home run. Does that make sense? And that's just me. Some people are different, right? But boom. Okay, so now, look, we didn't penny pinch over. Our limit order was set at 42.38, right? Which is a 5-point difference, right? So I'm not going to penny pinch over that 5-point difference for it to pump, and then you lose all your profits. You see what I mean? So I just took that profit, and now, of course, it drops right after. But I'm telling you, it's like a rule. It's how the universe works. As soon as you're not greedy, as soon as you take profit, the market always goes your direction. It's just how it works. Okay, but if you are greedy, then the market never goes your direction. Like I've said that before, and I'll say it again. It's just how the world works when you're trading. So, all right, guys. Now we can rest assured. All right, no matter what, if it pumps now, we're still good. We still locked in profit, and we're going to ensure that this base hit doesn't turn into us striking out on this one. You see what I mean? So, all right, so guys, I'm losing my patience here because I'm getting a little hungry. So I think I'm going to go out and grab some sushi and just close this out, man. Take the base hit, go get some sushi. It's not always all about profits. It's also about, look, man, if you're hungry, go get some food. Okay, that's why we trade, so we can have that freedom to go do whatever we want, whenever we want. So I got to get some of our members out of this trade as well. So I'm going to be texting members here to get out. But as soon as this gets filled, you'll see that. All right, guys, we got it. All right, so fuck it. Base hit has been hit. We're sitting on first base, but we're gonna make our way to the home run with time. All right, and that's what it's all about. So that's why we trade, right? Have the freedom, do what we want when we want. And now I'm gonna go get some food. So guys, hope you enjoyed this little trading video. It's not any crazy profits like you've seen, of us making $30,000, $50,000 on some other trades. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to trade with me live, like, I had members in this exact trade with me who took profits at the exact same time as me. By the way, I still think we're probably going to go lower, but I told my members I'm hungry. I got to get out. Guys, if you want to trade live with me, you can. Go to crashtrading.com. As long as you meet our minimum requirements, then you can join here for completely free, meaning you don't pay until you make the profits. Now, if you're interested, then make sure you sign up here, guys. And finally, if you want to do this on your own, or at least gain the confidence to trade profitably, make sure you take our charts and technical analysis course. By far, this is the most important course you will ever take if you're trying to become a profitable trader. I guarantee you that. All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.